I was at the CNN office today, and I was able to meet one or two people in the office, and I kind of, tried to tender the case to them. They were asking if I wanted to grant an interview, which I said no, because one, I'm not in the position to do that, and I really don't. I can't give a clear story about what really happened. But why I came is because, of course, I've been in this situation. I mean, I've been in this case for a while, and the way it's been handled by the police, by the judicial system, by the coroner inquest or whatever, it's not been going straight, and then it'll be like harassing and jailing people just for nothing. And in fact, that the case is not being handled the way it should. So, and when I was explaining, kind of, it looks like they're a little bit aware of the case, kind of, but I guess because no one has really, made it known to them, or like went there to do something, or ask for their help or something. But again, I was able to explain a little bit, but I told them that they got lawyers that are handling the case, and then the parents of Mobile, and then maybe a few other people who really know what really went wrong will be in a better position to explain better than I will. And I don't want to speak out of turn. So they said, okay. So they gave me a contact to reach out to them and then make write-ups of what happened and then send it to that place. And I said, okay. So I left the office today. So I think I sent a message to Aristocrat, but he didn't answer. And I saw him here, and so that's why I came in to let him know. Why I'm calling Aristocrat, I've been, I think a few times I've listened to him, and I think I felt a little bit of confidence in him. And then, and I don't want to leave this case in the hands of those who may not really pursue it the way it should be pursued. Because I found out that most of the things...
I will go through my DM. I will respond to it.
Yeah. So for me, I'm not trying to blame nobody. Everybody's trying their luck. I mean, trying their best. And but I just felt like most of the things we do is like we just come like the Justice for Mobile. I just think that we are very good in analyzing and hearing what happened and then come to analyze, and the pursuit of it is zero to me. Because a lot of ways that I thought would have gone, ahead in this case, we are not. Now, if I'm hearing recently that the hospital where they took Mobato, that is the lawyer or whatever, or so, have never been there or to do any investigation or even to do anything in that hospital till date, that they are just starting to do it, then I'm not sure we are pushing. So a lot of things are happening. I intended to go to other big media openings here in the US, but I just wanted to start with the CNN, because CNN is not too far from my boys' school. So I pulled up there today and went there, and then they gave me this contact and where I could, tender my case for them to see. And okay, let me stop at this point. So if I'm able to speak to Aristocrat, then maybe we'll take it from there.
That's very fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. That would be a fantastic move. And I think Mr. Aristocrat will, Jack Joel, let me put it down in case he forgets. Jack Joel. So he will check you out and follow him. He will follow you. And now that you said it in the public, and now that it was said in the public, some people from the anti or against justice people will also look for your info and probably bombard your information, bombard your DM with follow just to swerve you. So
I got some messages. Some people already started to abuse me and all of that, but I don't care.
So be warned. So look for Aristocrats DM. He will DM you and you guys will take it from there. Fantastic move. God bless you, sir. God bless you so much. All hands on deck.
Yeah.
God bless you. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Please do drive
But
carefully, okay?
All right.
yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Um. Thank you, Mr. Jack Joel. Yeah. Well, the guys that are inboxing him and abusing him, are they actually after justice or they're against justice?
They definitely are against justice. We know that.
Yeah. Yeah. If you came in, they were like you.
They will
They say
right
you.
now be prepared to
They
get
say
100 more. So
they say
dig
you.
down.
I already know. I already know how they've been going in their group, and I've been following things up, so I know how things been going. So
No way,
I
fool.
don't pay them no mind. They call me devil and all of that just because of this this message today. So I really don't care. You know, they cost me out, but all I just want is justice, man. I don't care whatever they say. They don't even pinch me. You know what I'm saying? So
They will ask you,
But you can
if
see,
it was
he
your
did
daughter,
not
what
even
will
give
you
any
do?
detail.
So, you know what? I don't know. Aristo, I know you will go to check me out, but now that we are here and I'm speaking to you direct, so I don't, because I think I saw some numbers that were sent to my page. I don't want to deal with no number. I don't want to call it into the hand of anybody. So now that I'm here and you are here,
Yeah.
can I get your number real quick, one on one? So
No, no,
No,
no.
no. We
No,
can
no,
I
not like
will.
no.
oh,
Don't
not like
worry.
that.
open space. No.
Number one, I will send a DM to you. It will be from Aristocrat. So we
Okay.
will chat and talk. DM is secure. Nobody can access your DM.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
So I will follow you, then send you message. You
Okay.
can then take it up from there.
Okay. Because I intend to go to other stations too,
Yeah.
but let's start with
We
this.
will look at it.
Yeah, that would be nice. If you can get
How we can
Al
explore it.
Charlton, MSNBC would be a good one too. Freedom Fighters.
Yeah,
Mm.
we got CSBC somewhere, but I think they're not too. I'm in Central DC, so I should be able to.
Oh, okay, see. All right, no wahala.
This is
Thank
this is
you.
where we need the help of people like African TV. They can do like a TV production, just a small documentary, and we
Aristocrat will
can
take care of
submit
that
those
when they
issues.
talk.
Submit that. Yeah.
Yeah, when they talk, then they will expatiate on what and what
Because
they
I would
can.
like them to, yeah, sure. All these evidences that we've been analyzing, everything should just go on. I mean,
Mhm.
because we are discussing it on TikTok, the government is not taking us seriously. But when government now sees them analyzing on Al Jazeera, CNN,
Yeah.
and making
But,
it more,
but
because I remembered,
I'm surprised that we still having or that we still giving like the police even 5% that they are doing justice. These people are not doing no justice. The police are
no,
not
it's
doing
it's
no
left,
justice. They are not.
it
I'm
is
not
left for
sure
them.
because
If
sometimes when I listen to people analyze, they'll be like, of course, I know when you talk about the police, the people will miss out. Why not let the police do their job? I understand. They say that because they know that at the end of the day, it's going to be in their favor. So I don't pay those people no matter when they say talk to the police. But when I hear those for justice still thinking that the police is doing anything to unravel this case, I'm surprised. They're not from the beginning.
no,
They're not, and they are not ready to. So let's
you
just
know
know
what?
that we are working against the police, even if you are not going to work on them face to face. But we should know in the back of our mind that they are not for justice and they are not for us. It's as simple as that.
No, no. Sometimes when we generalize the place, I don't think it's the place in total. It's just that some rogue officers
Bro,
who are handling
when
this
you say you're
case.
not
Wait,
generalizing the
wait, wait.
police,
No, wait. Let me land. Let me land. There are some
okay.
rogue officers handling this case that are messing up the case. What I'm now thinking is if we can get some of these junior officers, well, if you go through there are some honest ones in the force, but because once the boss says forget about it, I mean, do not investigate. But there are some of them that would have some of these evidences. If we could get hold of them to give us those evidences that they have, but they cannot bring it up because their bosses are sitting on it. These are those key facts that we can bring out to the public and try and drive justice on. Because
Okay.
when we say,
Can
like for
I ask a
example, there was
question?
this case in Canada when a Nigerian police officer was deported. And why was he deported? Because he was a member of the SARS. So basically, in his court case, the lawyer um, arguing for the government said because he was a member of SARS, is a risk to people in Canada, and that's why his asylum or something was denied, and he was sent back to Nigeria. So what I'm saying is, if we can make the police know that when you embarrass yourself in public like this, it will affect each of you individually in the future when you may need to go into, I mean, you need to go overseas. When your status as a police officer would affect you to apply for visas, or you want to go abroad for treatment, and they bring a sanction on you, they say, oh, you must have done something in the past that we cannot offer you visas for health tourism. So these are things that will not be any sanctions that they can get
Okay, bros.
for
Do you think
obstruction of
do you
justice.
think that this will care about what you're talking about right now?
They care. For some, if you look at Brekete's case,
You know,
Brekete's
by
videos,
the
you
time
see
you
police
start,
officers being taken out overseas for treatment. Lots of
yeah,
Nigerian policemen are taken overseas for treatment
you
because some of the
see,
time the
by
police
the
can't even treat
time,
their off to treat them.
hold on, you see, by the time what you're saying, I keep on saying, I stand by you. You understand? Listen, by the time we're beginning to accuse the current regime of Nigerian force, police right now from the IG down to the AIG of Zone 2, if you're beginning to accuse them that they have hands in Mohbad's death, believe me honestly, there are some of the officers that would don't want their history, their legacy to go down, with staying or involved in this Mohbad's case that know exactly what is going on. They will beginning to back down. So my campaign all along, the current regime right now of the police force in Nigeria, they are not with us in this case. They are not going to get us justice. So what do? We're beginning to indict them with our mouth in any form we can do it, beginning to involve them. They know what killed Mohbad. In fact, they are the part of the people who connived to kill this boy. We're beginning to say that loud. Let them beginning to listen to us. Believe me honestly, nobody want to go down like
Okay.
that. Nobody's legacy want to be attached to what is going on right now. So I stand with you by saying we should go hard on the Nigerian police. Yes, not all of them, but some of them.
Okay,
And it has to do from the IG to the lowest right now.
okay, that is now. My question is, well, my two questions. I just tried, coming on, but I'm kind of busy, so I don't have much time. Now, if you guys are saying the police are doing all this, of what help have we had since the beginning of this Mohbad issue till date from the police? That is one. Two, why are we not using the media houses in Nigeria to make noise on these people? Is it that we can't use them? Are we blocked from using them? Or that we haven't seen that space as something that will help this issue? I don't know. Because I felt we should do this. The people on anti-justice, they're like a handful. But sometimes you see like they make more noise than we do. Of course, like I
Yeah.
said, we analyze. We come, even when after Corona inquest, we analyze whatever came out of Corona inquest. We come here, analyze. But at the end of the day, there is nothing that is coming out of it. To me, I don't know how other people see it. We
Yeah,
know and
Sanjay,
we
I'm
like
going
to
to
analyze.
let me hold it there. Let me interject you a little bit. You see, for us that has been, some people are just newly in this case. For us that has been here for the past 8 months on this case, we have tried a lot of things. You saying that, what we are saying, we are just saying it. No, whatever we come here to say, we put some of them into action behind the scene. Yes, it's our voice, some of our voice that is keeping this case on now. The
Yes,
heat
I
we are
understand
giving
that.
to
Yes.
them on the background is what is keeping this case on now. How many people is ready to accept? Some people don't even accept what we are doing. Some people don't even accept our voice. They feel that we are overdoing it. You understand? So that is where the problem is coming from. You know, when you come up with this CNN something, we come up with it before. We had our application. They said put in application. We did. We put it on. But I now thank God that you've came up with this. Aristocrat will take it from there. We are the first people to went to Nigerian radio station. The first time we were on the radio station, we are shut down on live. While everybody was listening to us, there's a call came in for the higher bulb and shut us down. That day, everybody was aware of it. We went to BBC. BBC sent us home. After talking on BBC, go home. Get your case closer to home. Let people from home pick it up. Then you can go international. So, my question, who are the people? Are we just coming here to shout and make our voice heard so that people will know that we speak very well, or we know how to yell at each other? No. Did everybody put it into practice? No. That is what we don't know. If all of us is going to act the way we talk, then we should be in a better place than where we are today. So
Yes.
some of us, we talk, we put it to practice. We don't just talk and, walk away and go to our bed and sleep. No.
Okay, I understand. You see, I'm listening to you, and I see, I mean, the hunger in you to get justice. I hear you sometimes, So, I mean, I'm not doubting you, but sometimes it's like every one of us, we always think about this thing should have gone like this. Of course, it doesn't work like, but we think like that. You know what I'm saying? So now, like I said, that sometimes we come and talk, it looks like we don't do anything else. From the beginning, I said, if I'm hearing it now or recently, that the hospital where Mohbad was taken to, the two hospitals, that our legal team or our own private, we didn't do like, say, okay, we have private investors there, secretly on our own part. The hospital part, some things that we should, be handy with or know at this point. I'm just hearing recently that they have to go to the hospital to go and find out this, to go and do this, to go and do that. When even the Wunmi people, all of those people who've done what they need to do to cover all those areas or to even know what they wanted to know in those areas. These people, the only thing we hear from Wunmi people is, I don't want to abuse them, but when you listen, every time I go here, I go home with headache and all of that. So they just go there to make noise, abuse, confuse, but behind, they know what they're doing. Because at the point, before you know it, even when I know that what do you call it, whatever thing that Wunmi is going to write here and that, I don't even know if she gets good advisors that are telling her some of the things that she writes against Baba and all of that. It keeps coming back to haunt her or even contradict her and all of that. Anyway, that is our own business. But please, as it is right now, I think if we are using like 50% or 70%, let's make it like 120% at this point. We've heard the first result that came that they were, confusing themselves or deceiving themselves at the corona inquest with whatever result they brought. We've seen it. And that is the way they think they could bamboozle things to confuse everybody, get everybody tired, and everybody be like, if you hear recently the people already saying, I beg this matter, I don't think, why will no leave her? It wasn't like that from the beginning. And this is what Wunmi people wanted. To elongate this matter, to wear people out, and then everybody be like going out of it, one after the other. So please, if we have to push, let us push. And if we have to push, if we don't have to come on social media to let people know what we're going to do. But what I would want us to see is the result that comes out of it. Even if we are not saying anything out. And everybody's talking now, we don't even know the position of Brekete in this case. Because he's been quiet all this time. So we do not know if the power that be are suppressing him, which of course I know they've been, but being who he is, I don't know if he's going to allow them in or do what he wants to do. So that is just my own contribution. But until Aristocrat reaches me, then we can take it from there and see where we get to. So let me get back to my schedule, please.
Thank you.
On the Brekete issue, I overheard on this guy's platform, Binti Lai, that Brekete was upset the way they took Baba away from him. I don't know how true it is. That's why I just overheard. So Binti Lai was saying it. I guess he was telling Lenchi or someone, Brekete was telling Lenchi or something like that. That he was in the studio and was asking where Baba was, and Baba was like, he's on his way to the airport. I'm going back to Lagos. So I don't know how the whole story went, Cha. So obviously there's something that's gone. They're not telling us, the public, but something is wrong between something has gone wrong between Baba and Brekete, I believe. That's why there's been a bit of cold and quiet from Brekete on this issue.
But we just hope that he'll be able to be involved again, because we know he's
Because I
gonna.
know Brekete is one kind strict discipline. I mean, should I say disciplinarian? So he's a very strict and principled person. So once you get him upset, he takes his hands off your case.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll talk later.
But that's one of the things I have with the problem I have with these guys with Babasi. There are so many things that are done behind that they are not telling the public, and they keep raising the hopes of the public because so many people are hoping bracketers involved in this case, but they're not telling us what's going on.
Well,
Thank you very much, Jack Joel. Thank you, thank you. Watch out for aristocrats' message in your inbox, please.
okay.
Drive carefully. Okay. Thank you. Please come again. Delight. Can you unmute your mic and speak to us? Delight. Mr. Christian, how are you? Welcome again to Wisdom Talk. Your first home.
Thank you, Lady Aries. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everybody.
Good evening to you, sir.
I'm once more very elated to participate on your platform.
Thank you.
Because men and women of substance come therein and to guide us on the way to obtain justice for Mohbad. So I am always elated and grateful to be part of you guys.
Thank you.
I want to remind everybody that I am streaming all the way from Cameroon in the capital city, Yaoundé, and we have been on this journey for justice for Mohbad for the past 8 months now, and my convictions are that Mohbad's case, Mohbad's scenario, Mohbad's life resonate with billions of young people, who are living on planet Earth today. And I am part of those billions of young people on planet Earth who have been denied justice in various ways. But fortunately for me, I am still alive. But unfortunately, Mohbad is gone. So my involvement into Mohbad's case is not out of emotions. It will never be out of emotions. I listened to Mohbad's music upon his death more than upon his living. There are different music that I listen from TikTok and social media platforms today about Mohbad that each time that I am listening to the songs, tears well off out from my eyes. And I ask myself, where were we before this young man got? I feel extremely guilty that I am fighting for justice for Mohbad when he is no more. I wish I knew him better. And one of the unfortunate things is that my younger cousin who is a director of a music company, a music association, as I can put it. They call it, I think it should be a CAMIF or something. I remember, I think about 2 or 3 years ago, he was the one who invited the Naira music team to Cameroon, and the concert was denied to be played in Boya by the government after my junior brother spent a lot of money. Back then, I didn't know so much about Naira Marley. So it was after that incident that I started following up on Naira Marley and watching his music. And I never really tried to identify the key people in that Naira Marley's team, of which Mohbad was a key person, was a key musician. So what I'm trying to submit this evening or this morning or this afternoon is that our concern for justice for Mohbad is as a result of the fact that the injustices that we face, especially in our African continents, by our own people, by our own leaders, by those who were elected, appointed to protect the laws of the land and to protect lives and properties, have become the very enemies of the people. And like I have always submitted from the beginning, like someone mentioned a while ago, the government of Nigeria knows exactly what transpired with Mohbad. And so my caution or my submissions have never really been targeting whether Wumi or Naira Marley and blah, 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 Sami Larry and so on and so forth. Why? Because looking at the trend of events upon the death of Mohbad, the police in question have again, when he died, his father took his mortal remains to the police station and the police denied him justice. Even to lay his mortal remains in the morgue, the police refused. The police corps is an arm of government that receive instructions. They are there for peace and order. They receive instructions. They received instruction when Mohbad was alive and he petitioned, people who were threatening him not to grant his petition a favorable response. When he died, the body was brought to the police and they received instructions not to be able to give a report that could allow his father to take him to the morgue. The people who gave instructions are seated in high places because a lower person cannot give a police instruction. It's only a higher personality. So the police, the Lagos State Police, the governor, and the presidency in Abuja, they are the ones who are withholding justice for Mohbad. I care less so much about Wumi because Wumi is just like that name. The name Wumi sounds like a French word which is called Fumi. Fumi is like ant, the Fumi. So Wumi is, at least for me, is like an ant. I don't care so much about her. Because if the justice is unveiled, the re-pattern to follow up for justice is unveiled or is unraveled in this matter, Wumi will be gone like an ant. All those people, Naira Marley, all those people who bullied him, bullying is an act of, is condemnable by law. So all of those people involved when Mohbad was alive, bullying and all of that, all of them like that, you clean all of them and put them in jail by law. But if until now those guys are still walking on the street and playing their music, and some are having plans to travel abroad and blah blah blah, they are still doing they are still making love to their wives and to their girlfriends, and they are still eating their nice food when Mohbad's mortal remain is lying in the cold. Then these people who have authority, they have denied authority, or they have denied justice. Justice delayed is justice denied. But like I wrote in the comment section, you cannot kill all the people all the time. It doesn't happen. History has showed us that you cannot kill all the people all the time. They least expected from their machinations, they least expected that this thing could protract till 8 months, and we are getting out to the 9th month. They least expected that. And so that is why they are struggling. They are now into talk of war with themselves to be able to bury justice, the justice for Mohbad. My brothers and sisters, I speak to you people from my heart, from my emotions, from my thoughts, from my energy, from my reflections, to say that the people, whether they are in high places or they are in low places, who are trying to turn this case as if we are in a pot of soup, you know, with the hope that the soup is going to be stirred and the fire will warm it until it gets dry, they are fooling themselves. They are fooling themselves because they are not the creators of life. If they were creators of life, and with the regrets that some of them are going through right away, they would have gone to that mosque and raised back Mohbad because of what they have seen and the things that we who are standing for justice for Mohbad have stood for all this while. So the issue is this: I am vehemently in consonance with the fact that there should be massive protests in Lagos and in other parts of the world to call the attention of the international bodies. The other day I was watching at this guy who read Mock News. He was trying to evaluate the different currencies of the world, and he evaluated the currency of Nigeria. I'm not insulting the economy of Nigeria. Nigeria is a strong country. But why is it that immediately that this new regime came into place, we had what we call now, how they call it in English? The issue of, is it no, it's not fluctuation. They call when there is, the money has lost its value.
Inflation.
Inflation. Thank you, mommy. We have inflation. Since the regime came into power, inflation began. And not too long, Mohbad's case, and it has protracted, and it is getting worse. People should understand that I have always mentioned that leadership is a spiritual responsibility. And if people come into leadership responsibility without understanding the spirit behind leadership and to align with the spirit of God, they will eventually align with the spirit of the devil, and the devil will show them shege. So we cannot, the masses who are, somebody mentioned a while ago that those of us who are asking for justice for Mohbad, we are more than those who don't want justice for Mohbad. But the only problem is that we don't put our coordinates, we don't put our energy into consistent actions. I have always said this: the media should be invaded. The media in Nigeria should be invaded. When they say that people are protesting, the protest is not only going to march or to be destroying things. And that's one of the reasons why sometimes I am scared to call people to protest, because some people get protests to be destroying things. No, you don't destroy the country. You march peacefully to tell the powers that be, when they see 4 million people on the street of Lagos, they will adjust. When they see 4 million people on the street of Abuja, they will adjust. When they see 4 million people on the street of Kaduna, they will adjust. That is the force of the call for justice. I am calling for protest. And number two, this issue with Brekete.
Always remember to add peaceful protest. Always remember to add the word peaceful protest.
Peaceful protest. Thank you, Mami. The second point is that the issue with Brekete, I don't understand, because Brekete has a lot of influence. I don't want to say he has power. He has a lot of influence over a lot of people. So he cannot back off because somebody has told him that whether Baba has gone or Baba has gone down. This is a matter of societal justice, because it may happen to him or to somebody that he knows closely tomorrow. I'm not accusing him. I thank him for what he has done so far. But people should be able to stand up when it needs to be stood up, when people need to stand up. People should be able to know that they should go beyond their own feelings about certain things. They should go beyond their own feelings. You know, I have always said that if I was a Nigerian, or I was in Nigeria, particularly in Lagos, in fact, maybe I would have been one of those people that would have either been arrested or maybe even been killed. Because the way I would have taken this matter, it would have been different. That is why I am not calling for a unnecessary revolt. We are seeking only for justice. If there is justice in Nigeria, especially with this Mohbad case, because most musicians in Nigeria come to Cameroon all the time. They come and play here. But how can I understand that someone like Mohbad, whose mouth, each time he opens his mouth, it is music. Sometimes I watch some of his music, I ask myself, what kind of inspiration? It is a strange inspiration. And then he was bringing up his own brand of music, and he was forming his own team, his own band. And the guy was so peaceful, very low, polite. That's the person that people want to condemn now and say that he was behaving like he was mad, he was taking drugs, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. I say bullshit. We should rise up and organize peaceful protest. When we organize peaceful protests, the government will stand up and they will take their rightful responsibility and bring all those who are responsible for the killing of this guy. Assassination. This is assassination of this guy. They will bring them to book by force, because it is their position that is at stake. They want to be in power. If they want to be in power, we should make them to be able to understand that power is not just to come and sit there and do rubbish. You should carry on justice. Those are my submissions for now. Justice will come only through peaceful protests.
Powerful.
I stand on that.
Powerful submission. Powerful. I agree with you to some extent, but the thing is, even if we have the protest and we don't have the rightful lawyers, I think we probably will. The protest is part of the puzzle. The lawyer is part of the puzzle. Evidence is part of the puzzle. Strategic move is part of the puzzle. So, but that's a powerful submission. Thank you very much. Thank you. Delight, you have not spoken. Delight. Is it delight or light? Is it D silence? Maybe he doesn't know I'm calling him. Well, and they've been able to decode it. Let me see. I don't like playing other people's sound. Sorry?
Asita, do you know about it? tó bá yẹ kí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn mọ̀ about it, what I will just do is to go and call her behind. Okay, kí ló tẹ ṣe wá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Kí ni nǹkan tí mo bá lọ ṣe ni? The moment she said she did not know about it, I was like, why would you be defending what you did not know about?
She knows. She cannot say she doesn't know.
Maybe she knows. Maybe she knows, sir. Maybe she knows. I don't know. Because I asked her
those things out.
Maybe she knows. Are you saying, my mom says, Maggie, are you saying that she knows? Are you saying that Mama told?
No.
Are you saying that
Mama own is certain. Mama didn't know nothing about it, and it's not good. Because some of our police back with Mama and saying, Mama, did such thing happen? And she said no. Kódà náà mi wá tó wá máa fojú tó fi ń wo làgàtà wá máa fi wo àwọn àbí which ẹni tó ṣe ò gbáyà ẹ̀ jáde pé òun ló ń ṣerú nǹkan.
Yes, ó ti ọṣẹ díẹ̀ pé ilẹ̀ ṣé ká mọ ẹni tó ṣe.
Yeah, but the way she came up and she's talking, I'm sure she's aware of it. Eléyìí ò ń ṣe gbèjàgbèjà náà. Family ni wọ́n, we don't need to scatter them. You understand? I'm not
said the same thing to Baba. Baba went out there. I said, money Baba said,
I'm not talking to you because of what happened between you and Mama Sita. You understand? I'm just telling you. You talk where you want to talk. The tone of your voice. And even me, sometimes they tell me, you are just trying to express yourself. You understand?
Okay.
I'm moving crucify or something like that. If somebody is used to it, take an so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I'm moving crucify or trying to. The way she came up, I'm not happy with it. Even if she wants to say something like that, not right here where we are trying to debunk it, that we know nothing about it. You understand?
Anyway, that is it by the way. Èmi ti confirm pé màmá ò mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀, mi wà lè sọ ní òun ilé mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. Nínú àfọ́sà àti ẹ̀mọ́ ẹni tó kọ́ náà. Ká pé mo tẹ̀ tún mọ ẹni tó kọ́ sí mo lè lọ pẹ́ nìyẹn pé kí ló dé tẹ ṣe báyìí o bí lọ́rọ̀ tá máa sọ mi ì mẹ́ni tó kọ́ mi tẹ̀ lè push irọ́ o. I was just on my own jẹ́jẹ́jẹ́ before people said that mama multi competition mo ní jẹ́ kí n lọ wò bàtí mo débẹ̀ mo ní irọ́ màmá ò lè kọ́ ilé mi tẹ̀ tí bàbá máa sọ̀rọ̀ mi ní màmá tèmi mọ̀ màmá ò ní kọ́ ilé yìí o so ká máa sọ kàn mí lọ anyway.
So that was it. I think within their camp, the petition they said Mama wrote against Baba was fake, and they have actually been able to debunk it among themselves. So the petition Mama Mohbad, the supposedly petition Mama Mohbad wrote against Baba Mohbad was fake. It was originated by one of the TikTokers, and they have actually debunked it. So that is that on that. Someone just requested, where is the person? Okay. So that is that on that. Someone is requesting, I'm trying to bring the person up. So yeah, you didn't speak all through.
Continue to suggest, please, that the team, the justice team, should be more coordinated.
True.
You know, the justice team should be more coordinated. Pick one person from your team or two persons from your team. They pick one from Papariano, pick one or two from all those justice platforms, you know, and then we come together and brainstorm on a separate platform on certain things that we cannot say them here, you know, because when we speak like this, sometimes when I come like this with a lot of vexation in my spirit, I may say things that I'm not supposed to say, which may lead to exposing our strategies. But when they don't know where we are coming from and when we are coming from, they will be more scared. So let us coordinate this thing properly. And then so that we can have the energy to penetrate certain people, like somebody like Brekete, like Baba, all this confusion left and right. That Baba, they have petition Baba here, but they have I mean, if we have a coordinated team, we tell our legal minds that this is the way forward. They do what we say. They don't come and tell us what they want us to do. We are the brainstormers. We brainstorm and we tell that this is the way forward. This is what is supposed to be done. You people go and make this kind of petition against this person, or put up this kind of press release and so on and so forth. Go to the TV and say these things. We cannot be doing ping pong all the time. As a matter of fact, we cannot be in ping pong for 8 months now, and these guys still believe that in as much as they are in places of authority, they can buy every soul. One of the strategies to be able to quell this thing down was to arrest Arifa, and attempted to arrest Westo, and the arresting the other guy. Those are their strategies. If some of us were in Lagos, they would have arrested all of us. This strategy did not start today. It started since in the Bible, where they were arresting Paul, arresting people, arresting Peter, torturing them not to say anything, and so on and so forth. They gave money to the soldiers who saw Jesus coming out of the grave. They gave money to them to tell a lie that Jesus did not come out from the grave, that his disciple came and stole him in the night when they were sleeping. Soldiers who are there to be able to protect prisoners, they don't sleep. If you sleep, the prisoner escape, you'll be killed. That's the law.
That's
and
true.
it applies to modern day. So they are going to pay people to tell a lie. So we cannot be sitting and following what the legal team wants to do. No, it is not them who decide. The public is paying them to do what the public wants. So they cannot just sit, they say, well, we are waiting for the 16th of June when they will call for the second corona, where there will be interaction. No, you don't do that. Who does that? This is a serious case. This is a serious case that we were supposed to be seeing the legal people carry out actions and putting up pressure and, making comments, and it should be a daily thing. It should be a daily routine for them. That is the only way that these people, the people of the higher powers, will be able to say, no, this matter like this, as it is going like this, it's going to create because they are trying to kill down awareness. That is what they are trying to do. They want to kill down awareness of the case.
Mm-hmm.
They have shut the media down. No media. This matter, if the government was serious, the media would have flocked the corona inquest. They would have put it live for the whole world to see, because they want to show themselves that they are transparent. But if you shut the media should not cover that event of the death of a celebrity. It means that you are covering something from the public. You are hiding something from the public.
Mm.
And we cannot continue to accept this kind of bullying, because the government is bullying the people now. And bullying, whether it comes from any direction, is against the law. It doesn't mean because you have power, you can use the power negatively against the people who endorse you to become president or become governor or become whatever or whatever you say you claim to be. These are the things that we should be doing. We should not be waiting for them to lead us. We should lead the narratives. We should be making people to follow the narrative that we want. And our legal team is supposed to follow we should drag people to follow our direction. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. We should not wait for another inquest to come and then we'll say, and they have changed it, they changed the date, and then we'll just wait, we'll come and analyze why they changed the date, blah, blah, blah. And then they change it again and they say, okay, now we discover that there is no reason why he died. We cannot tell the cause of his death. And then we say, okay, we are waiting for another day that maybe they will cancel it. What? Over a case that is glaring to the eyes of even a blind man, that this is injustice.
Mm.
We are following them in their own narratives. No, please. Please, let us coordinate this thing. Lady Aries, I'm begging you. My knees are on the floor. You are a
Please.
powerful woman.
Oh
You
my
are a
God.
powerful woman. Try and get this justice team to coordinate themselves.
I'll
If people
try.
are doing this, if people are doing this justice thing just to cash cruise for themselves of their platform, then we will identify those people and put them aside. But if people are really doing it for the cause of societal development, then let's get some people on board, and let's coordinate this thing. Let's coordinate this thing. We can take it to any level. When I see you, I see Susie for Justice. I see many people here on this platform who are well grounded in many aspects of their life, and then we come here and talk as if maybe we are kids. Papa Rano say kids. We are just doing like kids. Those kids.
I think
Eh?
it's referring to the anti-justice.
I know. I'm just joking about the whole thing. We cannot be behaving like kids. Those anti-justice people. We cannot be following them. They are not the one to lead this thing. We are the ones to lead this thing, to change the narratives as long as justice is concerned to the whole world. This matter can become a revolution that will affect other aspects of other lives in other countries and in the world. People are not seeing it from that direction. People are only seeing it from maybe a microscopic point of view. But I'm seeing it from a macroscopic point of view, in a massive scale. As long as this inflation is concerned now, these are things that it can also wear the government down, and the government start saying that, okay, let us give these people justice so that they don't worsen an already worsened situation.
Exactly.
We are there playing as if maybe we are scared, we are afraid of them, we are following two step behind, 4 step, 2 step in front, 4 step behind. This is the time. If we put pressure to this government with this inflation period, they will bow. I mean, they tell you, they will bow. So let us rise up, my people. Let us rise up. Let us stand on our feet. This thing is a doable thing. This is a very simple case.
Mm-hmm.
It is glaring to everybody that these people don't want to give us the justice for Mohbad.
We have to fight for it.
Listen. How will somebody die after 9 days? Blood is already coming out from the person. Is that the stomach should burst first now? Did the stomach burst? No. Did the blood come out from his stomach? No. The blood was coming out from his head, from his neck. It means that he was stabbed somewhere there. Blood was on that in that coffin. Then how could they not pick up that blood to be able to do the analysis to determine the toxicology? They said that his body was decomposing, blah blah blah. You're talking to kids. You're talking to kids, man. No. So
Nigeria,
we cannot allow Africa or the giant of Africa to become the weakling of Africa in terms of justice.
Mm-hmm.
No. Nigerians, Nigeria belongs to Nigerians. And many other countries of the world have been inspired by Nigerians. Both white, black, colored have been inspired by Nigerians. Nigerians are all over the world, everywhere in the world. They have infiltrated the corners of the world. Wherever they are, and they are listening to me now, rise up for justice for Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad is justice for all.
That's right. That is very correct. Statement of fact. That is very factual. Justice for Mohbad is justice for all. I like that. Top movie. What are you doing? Top movie. Have you liked the show? Have you shared? Have you liked? Have you shared?